The 49ers once again demoralize all of Packers Nation and get a big win here to send themselves to the NFC Championship game where they're going to take on the Detroit Lions. Now, in this video, I want to break down some film from this last game versus the Packers, but more importantly, showcase to you guys, the message that the 49ers are sending to the NFL, but even more importantly, why this next matchup versus Detroit could be a little bit, easier in some sense, but more difficult in other senses. Now, what I mean by that is Green Bay is a team that has a pretty solid defense, as well as their offense is pretty good as well. They rank number 8th in the NFL in points per game, but also ranked number 13th in the NFL in points allowed per game. And we saw that come up with the 49ers only scoring 24 points in this win. Their defense did just enough to secure them this W. However, on the other side of things, the Lions, right? Detroit Lions ranked number 5, top 5 in the NFL in points per game. They average about 27 points per game, but on the other end, their defense struggles to get stops. They average or allow about 23 points a game. Now, I could see this game being a shootout. I could see the 49ers winning like 35-31 or something like that. Do me a favor in the comments down below and comment down below your score prediction for this week's game. But also, comment down below the number 13. The number 13 if you guys think Brock Purdy and the 49ers can shock the world and win the Super Bowl this season. Now, with that being said, let's jump right into some film. On this play, we get some pre-snap motion here by your running back, Christian McCaffrey. And what we can see here is nobody crossed the formation rather than them just adjusting their zones. Now, what we're going to see here, boom, right off the bat, Brock Purdy is looking at the safeties, right? He's looking at this linebacker as well. And what we can tell here is this is a typical Tampa 2. So you got to have a deep safety, you got a flat, hook curl, mid read, hook curl, and a flat up here. So what we want to do in this type of situation is clear out the middle of the field. So what we're going to see is a post, right? We're going to get this guy over the middle of the field. But what do we need to do in terms of getting this guy open on the post? Well, number 7 is standing right in that throwing lane, right? So we got to move him. How do we do that? Using our eyes. Now, Brock Purdy is so elite when it comes to doing this. Now, you see how he's looking at his tight end up the seam here. Obviously, you can't really throw this ball right now because this safety is hanging right over it. But what we notice, and another thing I love about Brock Purdy is his ability to throw with anticipation, right? Now, look, watch how this linebacker, see how he's starting to rotate over? He is looking at the quarterback's eyes. Now, when a defense is in zone coverage, the number one thing you look at, right, defensively, is all of these guys are looking at the quarterback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all looking at the quarterback, right? So you can move them by just using your eyes. And that is exactly what he does. Moves him over there and then boom, turns his head. This is not open right now. In what world do you throw this ball, right? He does anyway. Throw with anticipation. Throw where your guy is going to be, not where he is. He does that perfectly. What a ball, man. What a ball. What a play. Can we watch this one more time again? Watch how he looks at this, seam route here. This is nothing short of amazing. Actually, it's right here. Seam routes here. Got that pre-snap motion. And why that motion is so important is because it tells us it's zone coverage. So now Brock Purdy is already a step ahead. Drops back in the pocket. Let's move this linebacker over by looking at our seam route over here with the tight end. Boom, the safety's on him. You got this linebacker on him. You got this linebacker on him. All because you're looking in his direction. Now, here we go. What we see from him is he turns his head, right? He knows there's an underneath throw, so he doesn't fully commit back over to the middle because he thinks he has a guy there. And look at that throw, man. Absolute perfect. Alright guys, this is one of my favorite plays of the day. But actually wait, before we jump into this play, do me a big favor, hit that like button just so we can help get this video out to more 49ers fans around the world. But also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and we're going to cover the 49ers all year long as we see crossing the formation by 25 with the pre-snap motion by 15. What does that tell us? It is man-to-man coverage. And also, guys, if you like seeing this type of video, the film reviews, make sure you guys comment down below more film. If I see this video get up to 300 likes, I will drop a full breakdown of the 49ers defensive game versus the Packers and showcase what they need to do defensively to win this game as well. So like I said, comment down below more film if you like these videos, man. But without further ado, watch this play. So what we had here, right? We had that pre-snap motion. We know this is man-to-man coverage. Another thing to notice is we have one deep safety, okay? So whenever we have one deep safety, you know one thing, right? They're probably going to send a blitz, and that's exactly what you do, or they do. We see this guy coming over the middle. We know they're sending pressure, right? So now another thing we need to look at here is getting guys open down the field, right? And obviously this guy's responsibility is probably the deep middle of the field. However, what did we say before? Whenever a guy's in zone coverage, you can manipulate where he goes by just using your eyes. And this is another thing. Brock Purdy is amazing. So he feels the pressure and quickly looks at Brandon Aiyuk. What does that do? Sends the safety into a spiral into Brandon Aiyuk, clearing out the top middle of the field. Guys, this is next level type of football. Okay, boom. So now there's no deep safety. Now what does Brock Purdy know in the back of his mind? We have one-on-one here, and we have one-on-one here. Both running, crossers, right? So Deebo is going to be running a little bit deeper, and he's going to be running a little bit more shallow. So here we go. He's going to start rolling out to his right, creating more time because there is pressure, coming off that side. So he's going to buy some time rolling out to his right. What do we see? We have two guys open. Right, two guys open. Obviously, if you lead this perfectly, it's an easy touchdown. Off his foot, on the run. Unbelievable throw. I mean, you don't see this too often. I kind of want to watch from this angle. Again, had that pre-snap motion. We know this is man coverage. Jonathan Owens right here. We think he's going to blitz because you have one deep safety. 36, I don't even really know who that is. So, he's probably pretty young, right? Maybe, might be wrong. But he absolutely bites on that Brandon Aiyuk. Just because Brock Purdy looked at him, he bites down on it. And boom, let's roll out. We brought the safety down. Now what do? Unbelievable throw, man. This gets me pumped. This gets me excited. I cannot wait for next week's game, dude. We're going to see some, oh my God. He kind of had that Steph Curry type of throw and walk back. You know what I mean? When Steph shoots a three and he just turns around right away? That's kind of what I felt like with this play by Brock Purdy. Now, again, watch what he does here. And I'm sorry I'm showing it so long. This is just different. Watch how he throws it and just starts running back. That is amazing. I love that, man. That's beautiful. Okay, guys, you need to check this play out. Before we get into it, I have one last thing to say. Do me a big favor. Go check out BetUS, my favorite sportsbook on the market right now. They have live casino, a sportsbook, a live sportsbook, horse race, everything. They have everything, right? But also, they're giving away Super Bowl tickets. I thought I would do you guys a favor and give you an opportunity to win Super Bowl tickets to, hey, even go watch the 49ers play. Go check it out. Link in the description, and I'll show a quick segment after this play showcasing how you guys can go win those Super Bowl tickets. But watch this play. This is amazing. What we're going to have here is two crossing routes, see preset motion. We know it's man-to-man coverage. They switch Alexander over here on Brandon Aiyuk. You got him on him. Then you got another guy over here. But where we really want to put our focus to is right here, George Kittle. Right, so what we're going to have is a crosser here and a more shallow crosser over here by George Kittle. Now, 26 and 34 are going to switch. But what I want to show you here, and we're going to see it from the other angle as George Kittle gets wide open. What do you think happens here, right? What do you think? Put in the comments right now before we showcase what happens. Why do you think he's so open on this play? Okay, now, with that being said, with you guys commenting, I'm going to show you guys exactly how this happens. So, boom, like we said, we have a crosser over here. We have George Kittle crossing over here. Right, now I want to show you, boom, okay, right here, you see how Brandon Aiyuk is, or not Brandon Aiyuk, Brock Purdy is looking this way. Now, why do you think he's looking this way, right? His guy right here, George Kittle, ultimately gets wide open. But do you see this, guys? Do you see this? So Jonathan Owens is trying to trail him, but for a split second, he says, oh, wait, no. Brock Purdy is going to start throwing over here. So he stops, right? He stops in his tracks, thinking that Brock Purdy is throwing over the middle of the field, when in reality, he fires it left wide open. Watch this one more time. I think I paused it at a bad spot. But, dude, this is different. Ends up going for like a 32-yard pickup, sets him up for a 39-yard Christian McCaffrey touchdown run. But, again, I need to pause this at a perfect time here because I see that he starts to pump fake right here. You see how the ball, he takes that left hand off the ball, and now he is starting to gear up to throw this ball. And look where he's looking. Boom. Oh, my God. 34 is supposed to be trailing him, but he stops. You see how he stops right there? Because he thinks he's throwing this way. Throws him open, and he's under pressure. I mean, this dude, Brock Purdy, is not a normal quarterback. And I cannot wait to see what he does this weekend. Okay, now here we go. On this play, we're going to get a 2 deep safety look. But what we can notice here early is there's no linebacker, right? Which tells us one thing. The middle of the field is wide open. Now, Brandon Aiyuk, who is a very good route runner, by the way, he's going to be running a quick slant. Now, what he does is get that inside leverage right away. Look at that route. That route is insane. So crisp. Brock Purdy notices right away that these safeties are playing too far up. The middle is wide open. Now look at this throw. Throwing with anticipation, right? Leads him right in the perfect spot. An unbelievable catch there by Brandon Aiyuk as well. Now listen, guys, I'm telling you, the 49ers are going to be able to put up points. More importantly, they're going to need to get some stops defensively. If they can do that, they're going to go to the Super Bowl this season, right? But like I said, comment down below, who do you think is going to be the X factor for this team in this next game? Do you think it's a guy like Brock Purdy? Do you think it's their defense? Because we talked about it. Lions have one of the best offenses in football, but their defense is ranking in the bottom half, 23rd in the NFL in points allowed per game. We know how good Brock Purdy is, and I know how good he is going to be this weekend, but the defense needs to step up. If they can hold the Lions to, let's say, 21 points, they're going to win this game. I'm telling you right now, they will. But if the defense struggles, it might be a tough game. Over here, we're going to have a corner route here by 84. Look at this play by Brock Purdy again. You know, he is staring at it all the way because we have one-on-one coverage. All we need right here is, you know, a good route. Boom, breaks it, turns his body around. You throw that all day. It's released at a perfect time. He gets a nice pickup, sets him up for yet another touchdown in this game. But, man, I am so excited to see what this 49ers team does this weekend, right? Comment down below the number 1 if you think Brock Purdy is going to lead this team to the Super Bowl, right? But comment down below the number 2 if you think Brock Purdy is going to win them the Super Bowl, man. I mean, dude, this team has been lights out all year long. When you talk about a Super Bowl contender, you're talking about top 5 offense with a top 5 defense, right? And that's the 49ers. They're number 3 in points per game, number 3 in points allowed per game. But there is another team out there that is really, really good at football, man. The Baltimore Ravens. And, hey, we might be covering that game in a couple weeks from now or a week from now. So, look at this throw, though. Oh, my God. What a catch as well. That is next level. I mean, do you see what I mean, though, when I talk about throwing with anticipation, right? And throwing these guys slightly open? He's really good at that, man. Really good at it. Again, watch this. Great route by Brandon Aiyuk, man. Unbelievable. Look, holding as well. Unbelievable. Guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. Comment down below a score prediction. And lastly, you know what? Comment down below. Comment down below the number 18 if you guys stay to the very, very end of the video. Just want to see how many of you guys stay to the end. But I appreciate you guys. We got defensive film coming out soon if you guys get this video up to 300 likes. And if you guys want to see more of these film breakdowns, comment down below more film. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.